Yo, what's going on, everybody? X Landscaper here, back with another video. And today we're checking out one of the most hyped floor jacks Harbor Freight has ever made. Alright, so if you haven't already seen the title of the video, this is the Daytona 4-ton, 8,000 pound, maximum lift capacity with rapid pump design from Harbor Freight. Alright, so I picked this bad boy up on a Harbor Freight sale. Like I said, I've been back and forth with this Harbor Freight stuff, and they've really come a long way, and their jacks are actually really good now. One of their other jacks, their 3-ton Super Duty jack, is a knockoff of the Icon. I believe they were sued for it. They paid a bunch of money to Snap-on, and I believe a portion of their profits or proceeds from every sale of that jack goes to Snap-on, because of which. But this isn't. This is a 4-ton. The reason being I got the 4-ton was I got a 2500 Silverado, and it's got a diesel in it, and it's heavy. So I have a 3-ton jack, and the thing's old and it's starting to crap out, so I decided to get myself a new jack while it was on sale. I picked this up on one of their like one-day deals or whatever. It was like 159 bucks, so it was really worth it. The average price on this thing is like $269, so I saved a bunch of money, so I figured why not. Need a new jack anyway. So let's get this thing unboxed, show you what's inside, and maybe we'll give it a little test on the truck. So this is the jack that I've been using for years. Again, it's a Harbor Freight. It's a Pittsburgh brand. It did the job. It's fine. The screw came out. This handle falls off. It still lifts. It still functions somewhat. You got to pump it up like extra times. It's only a 3-ton, so it struggles to lift. My truck. So I figured when I can get this thing on sale, I picked it up on sale. The other jack, so might as well. So I've been hearing a lot about these Daytona jacks, and people have been saying good stuff. You know, I keep hearing these compared to the Snap-on. I've never had a Snap-on jack. I don't think I ever will, because they're just crazy expensive. But I've been hearing good things about these things. Alright, so let's tear into this box, see what's in here. Alright, so first impressions of this thing. This thing's freaking heavy. It's definitely over 100 pounds. You can tell how that slammed down. It's heavy. Top comes off, and this is what you're met with here. You got your jack handles. One. Two. Piece of foam. Another piece of foam. Oops. Jack and instruction manual. Alright, let me get this thing totally out of box and We'll go over it in a second. Alright, so here it is outside of the box. And it's actually pretty nice. Front wheels have little grease fittings in them, which wasn't expecting that, so it's pretty good. The welds look good. Yeah, overall it seems like a pretty solid jack. Not bad. You got another little grease fitting there on the main pivot point. All right, so let's get this handle put on. So this is pretty much self-explanatory. You get your top piece for your handle, bottom piece for the handle. It's got a little hole in there. Push it through the spring detent. There you go. Simple. It's got some knurling on the. Actually, feels pretty good. The knurling around the top of the handle. Only goes down about 8-10 inches or so. So this is going to go in here. It has this little plastic piece to keep the jack from pumping up in shipment. So we're just going to throw this in here, push this down. I don't know if you see, I just did that. Push it down a little bit, and this stopper comes out. That's it. Take this bolt. Screw the handle down till it fits in the thing. Screw the bolt back in. And that's it. It's put together. Alright, so some of the specs on this thing. It's got a 20¼ inch max lift height, 4¼ inch minimum. It's got rear swivel casters, premium rear swivel casters, 360-degree rotating jack saddle with non-slip rubber pad. Yep. There's some of the specs for that. I'll tell you, this handle is actually really long. I'm 5'8", and this thing goes like up to my chin. So a lot longer than my other jack. You know what I'll do? I'll get the jacks and I'll put them side by side and let's take a look at them. Alright, so here these are side by side. Let's just start with the handles. You can see how much taller that 4-ton is than the OG Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's definitely longer by a couple inches, and it's definitely more low profile. But this thing looks like looks pretty beastly compared to this thing. Like I said, this thing still works. I think I gotta bleed the jack itself, because it takes a while to pump up. That screw's busted, so the handle isn't staying. So, all right, let's give this thing a test. We'll lift the rear of my 2500 Silverado here. All right, before we try to jack the truck up, let's just see how many pumps it takes, full pumps, to get to full lift capacity, or full lift height rather. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 6.5. Not bad. Let's see. That's it. It's off the ground. It's pretty effortless. That's the reason why I got the 4-ton. Not bad. Alright, let's see if I could one-handedly slowly bring this down. Yep. Not bad. I did just destroy this cover. The little glue came off of it. Well, Harbor Freight still lives up to its name. Alright, so final thoughts on this thing. I think for the price, for the sale price, I think it's worth it. I think I paid 159 bucks. I think the retail price not on sale is 269. So 160 bucks, I think it's worth it. 269, to me seems a little steep, but like I said, the build quality is there. It's pretty good. I did just break that pad off by lifting the truck up once. So just a little glue, get that thing held back on, but I'm not really too worried about it. But like I said, overall, it's not a bad jack compared to what I was using. I think this thing should last. Alright, well, I guess that's going to bring us to the end of the video. If you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. If you haven't liked and subscribed, go ahead and do that now, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Alright, later.